Ancient Greece had a very big impact on how we study music today, one of which is the instruments. A lot of the instruments we use today actually come of Greek origin, such as the lyre, the guitar, the bagpipes, and the trumpet. They also had a big impact on music theory. There's actually evidence that the Greeks began to study music theory as early as the 6th century BC. This usually consisted of harmonic, acoustic, scalar, and melody studies. Also regarding written music, 52 pieces of Greek music survived and we study them today. They were also one of the first countries to intertwine music and religion. Music and dancing were accompanied for religious occasions and festivities throughout the whole country. There was also impact on music and education. They were also one of the first countries to start music schools and music education, and this was during the 6th and the 5th century BC, where students aged 13 to 16 were taught how to play the lyre, the guitar, and to sing as well. They were also one of the countries to start music for pleasure, such as like emotional music and a way to get rid of your feelings and to feel happy, and for children to start dancing and singing. An instrument that is of Greek origin is the pan flute. It is composed of many pipes that are stuck together, and to play it, you must blow into these pipes. They have different sizes. Each pipe is of different length and size that allow them to change the sound of each note. Its origin is in ancient Greece, as we said, but the name they had for it was syrinx, which is somewhat used today but is mostly used then. And this came from the myth that a patron of shepherds named Pan, which is where we got the name pan flute, fell in love with a nymph named Syrinx, but she did not love him back. So she asked Zeus to save her from Pan, and he turned her into reeds. This made Pan angry, so he smashed her into pieces. However, he did feel regret and picked up the pieces and tried to kiss them. This is where the sound came out, and it was made to be a musical instrument. At least that is the myth, and that is why it is named Syrinx after that nymph. It is as old as the Greek civilization, this instrument. It's even recorded as far back as 3000 BC. And it was first used by the shepherds while tending to the flocks, but it later became a musical instrument. It spread throughout Europe during the medieval era. However, we still consider the origin to be Greek, even though similar instruments became apparent in China and in other parts of Europe as well. It was made with 4 to 18 pipes of different lengths and is still somewhat similar today. Actually, it is one of the few instruments that did not change much during this time, and it was made of wood and bamboo. And even now, they're mostly made of wood and bamboo. However, they did change it to metal and ivory as well.